judging what we're going to do here before we even do it. We've already told you we're going to give you a safe, acceptable school for your children to be educated in. We're not going to build you a temple to education. I'll tell you that right now. We will not build you a temple to education. We will build you a safe, functional school to educate your children.
I'm hearing you're not doing that. What I'm hearing in this public audience.
Who are you hearing in front?
I'm sitting here in every meeting. You're going to caulk windows and paint and just put carpet down so that the asbestos is not airborne or whatever. It's
We
not.
never said that.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Just like that asbestos, that's what Bill and I were talking about.
That was a discussion. That was a discussion of options that we've never accepted. There's a difference.
Committee meetings.
We have never voted on what we're
And
going to
I'm sorry, I might be combining both school board and committee meetings.
But that's wrong, because a committee meeting is when you throw around all kind of ideas, you try to figure out which is the best way to go, what's to do. You hear different people say it. A committee meeting, you're not allowed to vote. A year ago, if you would have been at a committee meeting, I'm sorry to say this, you wouldn't have even been permitted to talk. Sunshine law or no sunshine law. We've never had committee meetings that the public were allowed to talk, even if they attended. But that's beside the point. A committee meeting is a group session to throw around ideas and try to decide what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and all of that. A board meeting has an agenda, and a board meeting has an outline. A committee meeting doesn't have an agenda because nobody knows what Mr. Morrow's going to bring up, or what Mr. Kennedy's going to bring up, or where they're coming from, or where they think. So there is no agenda. There's no vote. All you do is hear everybody's ideas and different things we may do, different directions we may go, how we may think. There is nobody here saying that we are not going to do what needs to be done. There is nobody here saying that we are not going to follow codes. We have to, even if we didn't want to, we have to.
It's a matter of which code you want to follow.
There's only one code. Just like
Everyone's trying to
there's
get
an
into these
ultimate code that
buildings
has
before
to
the
be
end,
followed.
before September, so that they can be grandfathered into different codes.
We're not even talking about grandfather. I don't even know where any of that comes. Originally, we were told that there was things that could be grandfathered. We have found out there isn't, so that's why it's no longer
Wait a minute,
even in conversation.
Is there anything to do with the grandfather law in September?
Nothing with September. Again, let me repeat what I've said before at numerous meetings. Each of these buildings was approved by Labor and Industry previously. Last renovation, which was what, 79 or 80. That considers the buildings to be grandfathered from having to comply with the codes that are on books for 2009 and pretty soon 2012. If we move back in, and life safety systems are operational, we can continue to use the buildings as they were before, under that scenario. If we renovate, add an elevator on, we renovate the kitchen, those have to meet today's IBC 2009, 2012 building codes.
Just those specific things.
That's correct.
Right,
Just
not the entire building where
just the areas we touch. Okay?
and that's where I get that.
But we're touching the whole building.
No, you're right. That's what I'm just telling you. You asked where I get that from, and that's where I get that from.
You paint, you scrape the walls, and you
It'll be
paint.
safe, it's going to be healthy.
It'll be safe, it'll be, and if we don't have to touch, if we don't have to do something, why do we do it? Why would we do it? Just
Now
to bring
you're
it up to
yelling
new
at me.
code. Why do we do
I did not
it? We meet the requirements, that you're in every day. You go into buildings every day, and those requirements are there, and you function quite well. Eventually, we would like to bring these buildings up to total code. But right now, unfortunately, we don't have the money. And that's what, that is it in a nutshell. Or we'd be building up at the high school. We have explored every option possible. Yet, we still comes down to, you've got 42% of your people in Ringgold get subsidized lunches. There's a lot of people out there hurting right now. 40? Whatever, but I won't say, there's a lot of people in Ringgold that are hurting right now. We are in troubling times. The state is in troubling times. Everybody's in troubling times. Those people that are doing well, God bless them. But our job here as a school board is to put your children in safe building where they can be educated, and the curriculum will drive what we do.
And that's all we're asking for.
And that's all
we've said.
We're doing the best we can to make this happen. Will it happen? Will it happen, you know, eventually? I would hope to have in what, 5 to 7 years, a building that would meet all your total renovations. But it takes time and we need money. We don't have it. That's it in a nutshell.
We have time.
We have time.
It seems as though we're rushing this through and I don't understand why.
Well, like I said, that's where it's at.
We don't have to spend
Your time's up.